Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us, Gary Blanck, and also
we're going to spin that way in a minute and shock people.
We will. And Mr. Stacy Tiffin, welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Or one guy and
one guy.
What would you consider this person next to you?
Well,
here?
he's a guy. He's definitely a guy. He's all male. He's got
all male.
He's got a whole bevy of undead beauties.
He looks like he's a little
he
anemic though today.
He is a little pale.
Well, he can't be seen in a mirror. I do remember that. You can't see a vampire in a mirror.
I didn't have my blood soup this morning.
Oh, your blood soup. Oh,
goodness.
my gosh.
Now, I did see somewhere that there was a new play opening. I think I saw it in the newspaper yesterday. So this is the one that's opening this weekend?
Yes, and it's just a one-weekend show.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's just a Halloween special. It's a long one-act play. It'll run about, well, the whole shebang will run about an hour and 20 minutes.
Now, if it's a one act, how many performers?
We actually have 16 performers.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I was about ready to hear that, just be called DRACULA was going to speak to us for a while.
No, it's quite an active piece. It's a farce about a bumbling detective who's hired to track down Transylvania's missing #1 export, which happens to be virgins.
Virgins?
Virgins, yes.
Oh dear, okay.
So keep in mind, this was written for a high school, actually. So it's not as bad as it sounds. But it's a really cute play.
Where'd you come across this play? Have you known about it for a while?
No, I was actually looking for a one-act play, and this just kind of struck my fancy. I Googled it like I do everything else. But that's how I found it. Bruce Kane is the playwright, and I guess he's written hundreds of these things. And of course, Justin Time is the detective.
Okay.
And Bruce Kane has written several other of the Just-in-Time mysteries. Mm-hmm. They all deal with twisting the stories from famous literature.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Is it a comedy?
Oh, yes, it's a hilarious comedy.
Just a hilarious comedy, okay.
It's strictly a spoof.
A spoof.
On that.
A spoof on the Count. So how does the Count, if he's looking for virgins, how does the Count figure into it?
Well, he's the primary reason there aren't any.
Primary reason there aren't any. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're a busy fellow, I see.
Because once I bite them, they are not a virgin anymore. They become one of my
your bevy of beauties.
Yeah. There you go.
Right. Mm-hmm. Chicks dig the black cake. Don't you remember that line from?
And there's a line in there. It says, "Once you go Drac, you never go back." So.
Gary, is this your first play?
No.
No.
I've done many others, but I didn't do any last year. But this year, my granddaughter's in this one also, and she said, "Hey, we can do this one together. It's fine. We can get one to do together." So. And I watched Stacy, and he asked me if I'd try out for it, and I did.
Oh, I bet that part was irresistible. I mean, I bet it's a hoot to play.
It is. It's fun. I catch myself in character during the day.
Queen.
Yeah.
Last night we stopped at McDonald's for an ice cream cone, which is tradition after every rehearsal. And I didn't want to take off my makeup because it was getting late.
Yeah.
And I pulled in and I asked the girl, I said, "Do you have any blood soup?" And she said, "What?" I said, "Do you have any blood soup?"
And this is before she saw you, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So she said, "No, we don't." I said, "Oh, in that case, give me 2 small vanilla cones." Well, I pulled up, and the next thing I know, the whole staff is by the window looking at us. It was
so
fun.
there wasn't a scream at first. It was just, "Come look at this guy."
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
Well, is it unusual for the Playhouse to just have these little mini plays like this?
Well,
we were talking earlier about they usually run 3 weeks.
Right.
The main shows do. We generally have 4 main shows a year that run 3 weekends. We just finished Anne Frank, and that was so popular we actually added another show to the Sunday afternoon matinee. We also did a Sunday evening performance on the last Sunday. That was very well attended. In fact, the last year and a half we've really increased our audience, I think. So the play's been well attended. Children's shows ordinarily are just 1 weekend, sometimes 2. Mm-hmm. The show coming up after Dracula is called Cinderella, mm-hmm. and it's another takeoff. It's another spoof on. But it is definitely a kids show. It has adults in it as well, but it's primarily a children's show. It's going to run 2 weekends. The weekend before Thanksgiving, which I think is the 18th and 19th, it's just going to run Friday and Saturday afternoons only. And then the following weekend after Thanksgiving, Friday and Saturday afternoons. There won't be a Sunday performance, and there won't be any evening performances. Mm-hmm. Now, the Count, formerly known as Dracula, Just-in-Time Mystery, is running this Friday, the 28th, at 7 p.m., the Saturday the 29th at 7 p.m., and Sunday the 30th at 2 o'clock p.m. for a matinee. And seats are only $5 since one act play, just one weekend. Just they're half price. Ordinarily, our seats are $10 or $5 admission. We have all assigned seating now. Tickets are available online at
how's that working for you with assigned seating?
It gets, well, we've had problems with being oversold because we weren't used to having the big crowds that we've gotten in the last year and a half. It just hasn't, and now we've come to the point where we have had occasions where we've oversold, and it becomes rather embarrassing, and we have to figure something out and a few other things.
Well, I've been there when you had to bring chairs and stuff in, and I've also gotten there, 45 minutes early thinking I'm going to get the best seat, and the place is full.
Yeah, especially now, because we do a lot of advance sales with the online ticket sales. Works great. It's easy to do, any credit card or PayPal. You can get there on our website, twinlakesplayhouse.org, or you can still call and make a reservations and pay for it, for will call.
Now, are the seats themselves numbered? So you say you can buy particular seats?
Yep.
Then?
Yes. And you select your seat on the ticket site. You select it, and then you go to the next page and you pay.
Oh, how cool!
So it works.
You guys are high tech now.
We're getting better.
We're getting better. That's high tech.
We're trying to move us, at least into the 20th century. We'll worry about the 21st century in the next 100 years. But
that's funny.
We're getting there.
We're getting better.
Yeah, and because this is a high school play, this is fun for the entire family. It won't scare little children or anything.
No, it's not going to scare anybody, but it is. It's really cute. It's funny. It's not a musical, but it has a lot of music in it, and the authors liberally sprinkled the dialogue with a lot of familiar lyrics from songs. That's funny. So we've sort of played that up, and it's a lot of fun. We are going to have, however, we encourage all the attendees, the entire audience, to come in their Halloween garb.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, we're having a costume contest prior to each performance. All 3 days.
Okay. Now, there are still Friday night at 7, Saturday at 7, and Sunday at 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Make sure I get that straight.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's 28th, 29th, and 30th.
28th, 29th, and 30th.
And
correct.
Sunday's a different time, right?
Sunday's
2 o'clock.
at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. It's always a matinee on Sunday.
Yeah, and it's like you said, it's a family play. I mean, the little ones that come and watch us now are some of the family that of the actors and actresses that are in there.
Yeah.
I don't scare them, and I feel pretty bad about that. But one asked me if I was a clown. So
well, vampires have been so popular.
Well, Dracula's not all that scary.
The Dracula's not that scary anymore. But explain to your children why they're looking for virgins.
Might be.
Children won't even recognize the reference. And teenagers will get a kick out of it. And the adults. I can't imagine that being offensive to anyone, because I would think it would be a good thing to be offensive. But there you go.
Well, that's going to be the Count, formerly known as Dracula, coming up October 28th, 29th, and 30th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
This weekend.
That's this weekend. And I'm not going to say break a leg, but I can say spill some blood. How's that?
Spill some blood, yes.
Some blood soup.
Good luck with the production.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Our last guest, we have Ken McGuire and Becky McGuire. They're going to be talking about the 4th annual Hallelujah Hoedown. Stay with us.